Good morning everyone. This lecture is recorded for the students of BA 5th semester compulsory English. The topic of the lecture is conversion of sentences. Let's start with the topic. Students, in order to convert the sentences, you must understand what is a sentence and how to classify the sentences. So let's start with the meaning of a sentence. In simple words, a sentence is a group of words which are arranged in a sequence to give some meaning. So, in a sentence you will have a group of words and these words will be arranged in a sequence, and this sequence will give you some meaning. It means you cannot shuffle the order of the words, because if you are going to shuffle the order of the words, it will change the meaning, and if the sentence does not carry a meaning, it cannot be considered as a sentence. So look at these examples. The very first example is John is drinking water. In this sentence we have our subject John, and what action is being performed by John? The action is of drinking, and drinking water. So here we have noun, we have verb, and we have object. So the structure of the sentence goes like SVO. So here there is a proper arrangement of the words, and this sequence is giving some meaning, so it can be considered as a sentence. In the second sentence, the teacher is taking a class. So here in this sentence as well we have group of words, and these group of words are arranged in a sequence, and this sequence again is giving you some meaning. And here the teacher is the subject, is taking is the verb, and a class is the object. So here the structure as well goes like SVO, subject, verb and object. So if the arrangement of words has to be carried out in a proper manner, you must be aware about the sentence patterns that we will discuss in a separate lecture. So let us consider, if you say drinking is water John. Let me take the example of this first sentence, John is drinking water. If you are going to shuffle the order of this sentence and you say drinking is water John, does it make any sense? You have carried out verb, the main verb is at the first position, then it's the helping verb, then it's the object, then is the subject. So in this sentence these group of words are not arranged in a sequence, and these do not provide any meaning. So it means it is not a sentence. So in order to make a sentence, you must be aware about the sequence in which a sentence should be written. So further we must have to look into the classification of the sentences. How do we classify the sentences? So in order to classify the sentences, we basically have two broad categories of the sentences. The first category on which we define the sentences is on the basis of function. On the basis of function, we can further divide it into four parts: declarative sentences, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. And on the basis of structure, which is the second broad category through which we define the sentences, is further divided into four different parts: simple sentences, compound sentences, complex, and compound complex. So in both of these categories we further classify them into four separate parts. Let's discuss the first category, that is on the basis of function. So on the basis of function, what does a sentence, what sort of functions can a sentence perform? You have to look out into let us take the example of a human body. We know that our body performs different functions, and there is a different structure of our body. In the same way, And we have to define the sentences on the basis of function and structure. On the basis of structure, you have to classify the sentences, whether it is a simple sentence, compound, complex, on the basis of the clauses. But while you discuss the sentences on the basis of function, here you have to look out what sort of function is being performed by a sentence. So let's discuss the very first part, that is the declarative sentence. These sentences simply declare a statement. For example, John is eating an apple. So you just have given a statement. Today is a cold day. Again, it is a statement. Means when you declare something, when you declare a statement, then it means it is a declarative sentence. Next we have interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences always pose some question. Means you always raise some question. And these interrogative sentences can be of three types. These can be WH questions, yes no questions, or tag questions. So WH questions, they are always used to ask a reason, or means you will always get an answer when you will pose these type of questions. Okay, if you say why are you late, means here you are using this WH word why, and you are asking for a reason. So here we have this first category of interrogative sentences, that is WH questions. Then second we have yes no questions. These yes no questions. So how will you define these questions? Whenever you get the answer of these questions either in yes or no. So if you say do you like coffee, then its answer may be in yes I like coffee, or no I don't like coffee. Fine. So these are yes no questions. Next, third category is of tag questions. You might be aware about these two categories, but the third one, we often use these questions in our daily life, but we don't know exactly what is it called. So here we have tag questions. Now what is a tag question? Basically, tag questions are used to turn a statement into question. You have a simple statement, but you want to confirm it, or maybe you want to give some sarcastic remark. So at that time we use these tag questions. Okay, if you say you are John, aren't you? Fine. So here you are John, this is the statement, and you are changing it into tag questions by posing this question, aren't you? Fine. So here you are John is turned into question by the tag aren't you. Next we have imperative sentences. So now these are the type of sentences which are used to give some order, request, to advise someone, or to forbid someone. The subject in these sentences always remain missing. Fine, you will not find the subject in these sentences, and these sentences will always start from verb. For example, get out, get out. Fine, so here look at the tone. What does the speaker want to convey? He is giving some order. यहाँ पर order दिया जा रहा है. So it becomes a imperative sentence. If you say please post this letter, means from the tone of this word please, it means you are requesting, you are appealing to someone, you are making a plea to post the letter. Next, in this third sentence, don't pluck the flowers. It means you are forbidding someone. आप किसी को मना कर रहे हैं. So it means it is again a imperative sentence. In the fourth example, work hard means you are giving advice to someone. Now look, in these four sentences we don't have any subject. subject is missing, but when you want to find out what can be the subject, it can be any first person, it can be second person, or it can be any third person. Fine. So if I say you are ordered to get out. Fine. So here we have this subject you, and we have this verb are ordered. Then again here we have the imperative tone of the sentence. Fine. So but this is not an imperative sentence, this one is a declarative sentence. Next we have exclamatory sentences. Now these sentences express the strong emotion or excitement. Now look at the examples. What a lovely scene it is. Next, how beautiful the moonlight sleeps on this bank. Next, hurrah, we have won the match. Next, alas, I have lost my friend. Fine. So in these sentences you express your strong emotions or the excitement of a certain situation or an event. So these are the basic 4 types of sentences which can be defined under the category of functions, sentences on the basis of function. Next, on the basis of structure, we will define that category in the next lecture. Thanks.